everyone. Hey, everyone. Hey, okay. What to start? What to go with? What to start?
Hey, can everyone hear me? If you're just joining us, you're welcome. You can use the chat bar to make comments and stuff. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's class. We're going to allow for a few minutes for others to join us. And, probably within the next 5-10 minutes, and then we'll kick off in earnest. Just comment, please just drop a comment so that more you can hear me and you can see me. Okay, perfect. I'm seeing the comments now. Okay. Thanks for the new sound. Okay, hold on, please. Let me see. Please hold on, let me open the sound. Okay, can you hear me now? Oh, perfect. Okay, that means the sound is clear now. Okay. You're welcome to this class, and we hope to continue from where we stopped the previous day. Um, I think 2 days ago I gave us assignments, and I told us that I was going to go through it and give us a feedback. That's um, just a moment. Is the sound clear, guys? Is the sound clear? Okay. Okay. I think we're okay. Choma says she can't hear me. Choma, how do I help you now? How do I help you? Okay. Choma, I think it's okay. Okay. Someone says it's not clear. Okay. Um. Okay. Just a moment. Then let me try to let me see if I can fix the sound. Okay. I'm trying to fix the sound. Okay. Is it better now? Does it sound better now? Okay, perfect. Um, okay, since it's better, I think we can proceed. Okay, once more, good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's class. We have 29 persons that are currently connected. Probably other persons will join us as soon as they can. And if for any reason you believe that the quality of the video is not the best, you can always make changes to it. I think there should be go to the settings of your YouTube of the video there itself on the screen. I think there should be a settings button there, and you can toggle it to change the video quality. That you can increase it to probably 720 as the case may be, and then you get a very good output. That okay, so I want us to quickly jump into what we have for today. Okay. Um, so done. Let me open this stuff. That's about it's in. Okay. Masterclass. Okay. I'm trying to get other documents. Um, okay, yes, hold on, please. I'm trying to get something. Okay. Yeah. That was it. Okay. The last class we had, we talked extensively about the rudiment of content writing and content marketing. And during that period of time, I explained to Ross that explained to her what content marketing is and how it differs greatly from content writing. Is the audio better now? Is the audio better now? I think um, the mic. I can't just tell what's wrong. Well, if it's better, let me know, please. I just adjusted the microphone. I brought close to my mouth. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah. So so where am I looking for? Okay, let me check the outline. Okay, content writing proper. Now, today we're going to go into content writing proper. The assignment I gave to us, the goal was for me to for you guys to have something to fall back to and to have something to compare your journey thus far with what you currently have. That to compare your journey thus far, um, probably when the class is over, you check both of them and see if there's anything you learned from it. Okay. So let's go to content writing proper. Let's go to the article. I asked us to write the content. I asked us to write centralized verse. Okay, centralized exchange verse. Sorry. Okay. Decentralized exchange. Now, okay, when you come to the world of content writing, you start seeing certain technologies. So you come to the world of blockchain content writing, you start seeing certain technologies that probably you don't know before. Yes. And it's important that you understand these technologies and you know and also how it relates to the same amount of content of what's called a blockchain. Now, I knew very well that some of us uh, might not have heard about centralized exchange before now. neither had you heard about decentralized. At the same time, I knew that you may not know the best way to go about the article, that you probably don't know the approach to take. Yes, and nonetheless, I still gave us assignment because I want to see what you can do on your own accord, with or without any guidance. Yes, and I've seen that. So currently, I'm going to show us the basics of how to go about writing an article. Now, if you remember vividly, I told us that. Oh, the sound is echoing. Man, okay, okay. Let me try and see what the problem may be. So, just a moment. Let me try and see what the problem may be. Is it sound clear now? Oh, this class was forward on YouTube. And then, okay, it's not clear yet. Okay, let me change the audio source. Hold on. Okay, is it the sound clear now? Okay, perfect. I don't really know why this is misbehaving, so I'm toggling between two different audio sources. So I just reverted to the other one. Okay, so let's go back to what we're discussing. Okay, now I told us something yesterday that the curriculum we have here will be toggling between them back and forth. Because I won't just go probably start here alone or go no. We're going to start discussing them based on the one that is most necessary. Yes, and then we'll proceed as need to be. Okay, now the very first thing you should know when writing an article is this. The first thing you need to know when writing an article is heading. Yes, headings. Now, when it comes to headings, um, headings is what you would call titles, subtitles, as the case may be. They are very necessary because they kind of help your content to have organization. They help your content to be organized. Because now without headings, your contents would just look just there, just days and stuff. And when it comes to what's it called SEO generally, there are 6 headings. If you've ever done anything on web development, web design, you understand clearly what headings are all about. And there are 6 headings. We have heading 1, we have heading 2, we have heading 3, we have 4, 5, and 6. Good. One. Okay, let me get them done. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, there are 6 headings in all, and each of these headings they give you insights to the hierarchy of different sections in your article. They give you insight into the hierarchy of different sections in your article. For instance, let's say let's say you want to write an article. You're meant to have a title, right? A title, and then you probably have a few other subheadings. Okay, but then if you come, I restricted this class to the use of Google Docs and not Microsoft Word. So if you come to this top, okay, let me first of all rename my documents with the title of the stuff I'm writing. At this place where we have a title document, click on it. Then once you click on it, automatically it takes whatever that is on the first line. It takes the shape of that stuff and fill it up. Now it stopped at VS because there's a full stop there. So I'm going to complete it. Let me just write copy and paste. Perfect. Now we have this. This is your title. If you click on this normal text, something called normal text there, click on it, you will see title, you see subtitle, you see heading 1. If you scroll yonder, you're going to see heading 2, heading 3. If you click on other options, you're going to see 4, 5, and the rest of them. However, you have no business with title. Yeah, it sounds very funny, but you have no business with title. As long as SEO is involved, what becomes your title is heading 1. Click on heading 1. So your title must always be heading 1. Guys, let's take this into cognizance. Your title must always be heading 1. Then any other title you have could be heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, as the case may be. Now let me explain this clearly for you. I'm going to use another another topic to explain this stuff. Suppose you were asked to write about an article called countries in Africa. I use this example every now and then, a lot of times. Now, the title of the article is Countries in Africa. This is the subject of everything you're discussing. You could start by saying that Africa is a blessed continent with rich culture, mineral resources, and a great people. I'm really more like trying to put an introduction to the topic. So this is the title, countries in Africa. Now this your title. This your what's it called? Your title is meant to be formatted with what we call heading 1. Another name for heading 1 is H1. Okay, let me put it here. So we have H1, H2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. So this country in Africa, which is the title, is meant to have an heading 1 inflection. I just wrote this H1 here so you know what it is. Now, each of these headings, they have their inherent formatting. If you look at this place here now, you see that the current formatting is Arial, normal text, font 11. If I click on this introduction, it's already on this title, whether I highlight it or I just put my cursor there and come to under this normal text, click on it and select heading 1. Guys, pay attention to what you are seeing here. The 11 here, the Arial here, the normal text here. Just look at this 11. Once I click on heading 1, automatically something has happened. Number 1, it has changed to 20. It has changed to 20. If your screen is blurred, please I think maybe network, and also please just try and see if you can go to your settings and probably make changes to the resolution of the image quality. So I'm also going to try and make zoom out a bit so it becomes clearer for you guys. Okay. Oh, if I zoom out, I will lose that stuff I was showing you guys. But then 20 is now the new setting, the new fonts of this particular stuff because I used heading 1. Get? Now, the way it's done is such that after your heading 1, you're going to have what we call introduction. Introduction comes next. Now, this is the structure of an article. Introduction comes next, and then you will have heading 2s. Get? Now, if we are doing countries in Africa, we could have, okay, let me even make it a bit easier for us to comprehend. Let's change the title to continents of the world. Continents of the world. I don't know why the stuff is blurred for you guys. I don't know why it's blurred. I am trying to see if I can get see the reason. Go to the quality of your image. Go to quality of your image. Guys, if you're using your phone, at the top right hand corner, you will see a 3 dots. Click on it. Go to image quality. Select advanced and choose something very high, probably 720. Get? Probably 720, and I think that will give you a better resolution. Get? Like I said, go to if you're using your phone, at the top right hand corner of your screen there should be 3 dots. Click on it. When you click on it, you would see different options: reports, quality, look video, blah blah. Select quality. Under quality, go down to advanced. When you go down to advanced, you select 480 or 720p. Any of these will give you a good quality image, because I'm streaming at 1080p. 1080p is already, so, and that's pretty high. You get, it means that if you set it to the optimum, what's it called, the optimum resolution, you're going to get something great. So once you get that fixed, let me know. Okay, thank you. Grace is saying the same thing too. You get, once you fix it, you will have something good. Okay, back to what I'm talking about. Now, if the article is continents of the world, you're going to have your introduction. The next thing you're going to have would be, let's say, Africa, Asia, what's it called? Australia, North America. Do I still remember these things? South America, Europe. Guys, if I'm getting it wrong, let me know. And okay, which one again? We have Africa, Asia, Australia, North America, Europe. We have Antarctica. There's one called Oceania. I think, is it Oceania? Is it Australia? That is called Oceania. I can't tell again. Okay, so these are like the continents of the world. If I'm not correct, yeah, please let me know. Man, this some stuff we did in secondary school. Okay, so we have these continents of the world. Like I told you earlier, your title becomes H1. You get. Let me just revert it to what's it called normal text, so we can actually can see it clearly. So the next thing after your introduction, you have to now anything you're writing under an H1, any other heading that comes directly under an H1 must be H2. Get, because there can only be one H1 in an entire article. That's the rules, guys. That's the SEO rule. You can't have more than one H1 in an article. You gotta have just one. You gotta have just one H1 in the entire article. You get? So if for any reason what you want to write about, what your article you're writing about, if the article has more than H1, you're already making a mistake SEO wise. You get? So this one, Africa, becomes H2. Asia becomes H2. Australia, H2. Each and every one of them. Now, they are all H2 because they are considered to be children of H1. There's only one H1, and it's like the parents. Why these other stuff? They are of the same hierarchy. They are of the same level. Because they are of the same level, they ought to have the same, what's it called, ranking. You get? It's just like saying that, your mom has 7 kids. You get? Your mom is the H1, and you and your siblings, you're all H2s. You get? Because if you want to, it doesn't matter who is older than the other. It doesn't matter who is more affluent than the other. If you want to go based on normal logic reasoning, you will see that you guys maintain the same status of children to the parent body. You get? And that's why each and every one of you gonna have that H2 inflection. You get? So go back to our screen. Any other thing that comes under Africa, you get, let's assume Nigeria or Ghana, let's say Togo, and probably Egypt. If you're going to discuss any of these nations, you get, they would take H3. There is nothing like Giant of Africa here. You get, all of them are equal. All of them are equal. You get. So if you're going to discuss the subject of if you're going to discuss any country under Africa, you need to give them the same heading. The same thing happens to Asia. If you come down to Asia and you want to talk about, let's say, China, China rather, Syria, let's say, Bahrain, these ones also would have the same stuff. Which other Asian country do we have? We have Japan. They're all equal. Person here, every other stuff here. If you have reason to then to split the countries in Nigeria down to states, you get. Let's say we have something like Lagos, Imo, let's say what's it called, Anambra, and then let's say we have Oyo. Each of these ones will be H4. So guys, you understand? It's a function of hierarchy. It's a function of the level each of these guys are. Yes. So number one, I said if you want to write continents of Africa, your title must take H1. There will be only one H1 in your article. Get your H1 refers to heading 1. This is it here. Now, if you come down to each of the continents you want to talk about, there will be H2, which is what we have here. Get now H2, we have Africa, we have Asia, we have Australia, North America, and the rest of them. If you want to talk about any other subject under Africa, you want to talk about any other heading under Africa, you'll be having things like the H3s. Sorry, I made a mistake there. Okay, I'm gonna take that back. Sorry. Okay, you're gonna have H3. Oh, what's happening, man? Okay, the H3 here. And you continue down to H4. Google takes these things very seriously. It doesn't have what's it called? If it doesn't have these headings, it becomes difficult for you to rank on search engine search engine result pages. Google gives this info. So it becomes a normally when you write an article that looks like an essay, there is no heading whatsoever. It means your potential readers will have a tough time trying to find their way around the article. Get? So headings is a way for you to make the journey easy for them. Get? Now this is an hypothetical case. We know the assignment that was given to us was centralized and versus centralized exchange. Okay, the first thing you're going to do after you've understood how headings work is that you need to know that the thing that comes next after your title is your introduction. So I'm gonna give us a breakdown of the entire stuff. So this is how to go about it. Number one, get your title. The steps in writing an article, okay? Steps to write an article. Okay, step one, get a title. Or before I go to step, let me talk about the structure of an article. Let me make it that way. Structure of an article. Okay, number one is title. Number two is introduction. Number three is relevant headings, relevant subheadings, and let's call this relevant subheading stroke body. Number four, we have what's it called, relevant images, and then we have conclusion. Okay, good. Tables and tables. Okay. Now this is the structure of a good article. You're gonna have your title. You're gonna have your introduction, your relevant headings. And this is also the body of the article proper. And also we're going to look at relevant images and tables. And finally, we're going to have conclusion. Yes. So if your article does not have these things, it means somehow you might have made a mistake. Yes. I want to see if I okay. Let me try to open someone's article. Just hold on. Let me try to open someone's article so I can use an example. Okay. Okay, let me check here. I had to switch from the screen so that your personal details that are captured in those forms will not be seen. Okay. Okay, Mashi said, Mr. Mashi said I should use as a correction. Okay, Mr. Mashi, what group do you belong to? Mr. Okay, I think I've seen you. You're in group. You're group 7. Okay. Group 7. Okay. So I'm gonna use this one as an example. Okay, perfect. It's coming up. Okay. Number one, we are seeing that Mesomar's article has a title, like I said earlier. The next thing is that article has as what's called as an introduction. This section is introduction. Then it has a heading. Get this is a heading. After a heading, she wrote certain things under the heading. Okay, next to what is okay. After she wrote some short stuff there, she went ahead to give us probably another heading. This one is an H3. Okay, on the left hand side of my stuff, I'm going to show you. Okay, look at what we're seeing here. This is like the structure of the article. The first thing you are seeing there is the what's it called? Is the H1. The other one is H2. This other one is H3, and the last one is also H2. Get. So I think this one has the perfect structure of what an article ought to look like. Okay. Now, perfect. Okay. So, title. We've gotten our title right. Our title in this case is is centralized. Let me just call it sex versus dex. Another name for centralized exchange is called custodial exchange. Custodial exchange. Custodial versus non-custodial. So custodial refers to centralized exchange, while non-custodial refers to decentralized exchange. Guys, so let's leave that at that. Now, after you got introduction, your title next introduction. Introduction is something that most people get wrong. Your introduction needs to be as catchy as possible. I'm going to give you reasons why it's so. The first reason is that introduction is the first thing that anyone reading your article will see first. It's like the window to your article. Get if someone comes on board, let's say the person stumbles upon your article on let's say on Google or from any social media platform and comes on board, they most likely will look at what is at the heading there. After the title, what is at the top there. And if whatever you have at the top is not catchy enough, the person will leave. Now, there's a penalty to the site when somebody comes on board and leave almost immediately. It's called bounce rate. Bounce rate. Let me write it down so you see it. It's called bounce rates. Bounce rates. Now, bounce rates is something that is a parameter or is an instrument that determines let's say how often or how quick an article leaves a page after they come upon it. If you have a high bounce rate, it means that people don't find your stuff interesting. They just come and leave at the very instance. They come, they don't spend much time and they leave. And they will leave for many reasons. Number one, if the site is actually very slow, or if the information you that led them there, they can't find it, or if the article looks like an essay, just so boring, your readers will not spend time there. They will come and they leave almost instantly. So one of the ways to ensure people spend so much time on your page, on your article, is to ensure that your introduction is catchy. A good introduction should first of all, will I say it should have the right tone. Good. If the target audience is a formal setting, if the target audience is a group of professionals, you need to get the right professional lingo that resonates well with the audience. So if assuming you are asked to write a financial document, probably to present it to CEOs, and you come there and start writing, stuff like let's say for instance you come there and start writing, I know y'all are tough shots in the let's say in the industry, but I don't want to waste your time preparing documents for a bunch of this thing is like this is something that Black Americans would say on a normal day. This is a very informal form of writing. And okay, let me share. I don't know if you've seen this stuff. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay. Now, what I just shared is something that Black Americans would do on a normal day. Now, if you see the way this is flowing, the kind of grammar you're using and everything, this is not for the right audience. You're writing for CEOs. You're writing for executives. When they look at the introduction, they will probably just bounce off straight up because it doesn't make sense to them. For them, this was a mistake in the first instance waiting to happen. Now, when you've understood the right tone befitting for your audience. Get one thing you could try to bring into perspective is understanding their pain points. Yes. Okay. The first thing I said, tips for introduction. Okay. Number one, I said right tone. Right? Then number two is understand the reader's pain points. You get in this point, you ask yourself things like what question what problem does the article seek to solve? You need to understand why the what's it called, your potential readers will stumble upon your asking in first instance. If you don't know what they are looking for, you will waste your time. You're going to waste your time. Okay, let me bring this now to a very simple something. Let me bring a very simple topic. What's it called, that you can relate with. For instance, go line as an example now. How to prepare custard. Perfect. Anyone from Nigeria, we understand this very well. You know, the custard dilemma is something that, man, it's up to now we are still looking for how to solve it. If you want to know whether you're a good cook, enter the kitchen and prepare custard. If you can prepare custard that is not watery, man, you are good. You're good. I don't know if custard is a delicacy that is available in other countries. Yes. But then the first thing you need to understand is that custard is a delicacy that is difficult to prepare. And if anybody comes on board here asking this question, your chances are that the person has tried before now to prepare custard and failed. The person probably has tried several times, and man, the water that they are seeing there looks like River Niger. And they are looking for how to salvage it. So what you could do is this: is that you can take an approach that emotionally connects with the readers. Now, you know this stuff. Emotionally connects with the reader. Perfect. You need to ensure that your introduction sinks deep into the heart of the reader. It's something that they can that when they look at, they will feel that you are in the same state with them. For instance, you are asked to write about probably pregnancy. You know, a female women, you know, challenges they go through during pregnancy. Even if you're a guy, you need to write it as though you've been pregnant before. If the reader does not feel that you have been in that condition before, the person will not take you serious. Very importantly, yes. So what I'm going to do here is that for the custard, I will start this way. I'll write nothing is as disappointing as okay, thinking of how to go about this. Not as disappointing as spending 10 minutes in the kitchen trying to prepare a bowl of custard, only to end up dishing out dishing out a watery yellow substance. Frankly, okay, let me avoid themselves that there is hardly anyone who doesn't have their fair share of this kitchen disaster. Okay. Even the best of our local chefs. Okay. That's, but the good news is that preparing custard isn't as difficult as it seems. In fact, um, in fact, um, you can follow blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm losing ideas, but then let me stop at this point. Number one is that what I did is that I gave the reader a reason to believe that I've been down this road before. Get so my introduction in this case is is um is um is touching the reader's pain points. I understood what the reader is going through, understood the challenges he must have faced that will make the person come on Google to look for this stuff. Now, when you come with this approach of pain points, you may easily get the reader to what's it called to get committed to read the article because the person believes you're an authority. Another thing you could do is okay, get relevant statistics. If you're writing article that is meant for a professional body or article that is meant for the tech industry, health industry, insurance industry, real estate industry, ensure that you bring in relevant statistics early enough. Now, for the second point I wrote here, when I said what problem does the article seek to solve, you can add questions here. You can add questions. You get something like are you looking for how to get or are you tired of preparing watery custard? Something like that. I'm just giving hypothetical stuff. You get are you tired of preparing what's called a watery custard or just question that you feel the user is asking? You can bring it there. You get now if you don't want to go to that approach, you come the approach of statistics. I'm gonna look for a couple of articles that I've done before. Okay, let's check. Let's check. Okay. Which article which one would like to give as example now? Okay. Swapzone. Let's go to Swapzone.io. Swapzone is a leading exchange in the world. Okay. Let's go to the blog section. I'm looking for any of the articles I've written for them before now. That reflects this. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay. This I wrote this one. This may not be the best example for it. Okay, it's not the best example for it. Okay, let me check. Another one. Oh, wait, let me go to blog. Okay. I don't think the articles here. These articles I'm seeing here now, the standard. There's the client gave there's a standard that was given for it, and so I don't think it does justice what we're looking for. Okay, this may do it. Okay, this may do it. Let me try to increase the screen resolution so you can see clearly. Okay, since its founding in 2017, Binance has grown to become the largest exchange globally as regards daily trading volume. The platform boasts 13.5 million active users worldwide, intercepts Ethereum, blah 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 blah. Blah. Okay, yeah, there's a statistic here. There's a data here. You get that's tried to actually, would like to say um, that concerns what is being discussed. You get, though this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that okay. Let's check this guys. Let's check this guys. Let me see good examples for what I'm talking about. Okay. Um, okay. Perfect. Okay. What's the about commenting? Okay, this is okay. Okay, this one also. These two. Now, guys, this article was published last year. Yes. Okay, 3 connecting millions of people in Africa's cities to the world. Africa is home to more than 1.3 billion people, but only about 30% are connected to the internet. Now, this data you're seeing here, they made this stuff very catchy. Human beings love statistics. For those of us that are from Nigeria, you know that Peter Obi, you must have read of Peter Obi, the presidential aspirant. The guy, one of the things that made him very, very, made him very renowned, in the previous years, in the previous elections interview was the fact that he was throwing statistics here and there. He has his data at his fingertips. He knows how to make people believe what he's saying. When you use statistics, people see you as an authority. They see you as someone that actually have done a lot of background research. So we use statistics in this article. And if you come yonder, look at this part again. Look at this part. Less than a third of the population in Africa have access to broadband internet, according to World Bank. Why the number of broadband connections in Africa crossed the 400 million mark in 2018? The regional, come on guys, see, this is statistics everywhere. If you come down to this place, in fact, estimates say that achieving universal blah 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 by 2018 will require an investment of. We ensure that we put in figures back to back to make the article very, very authentic. So if you're writing professional content like this, if you're writing content for blockchain, you can bring in data. You can bring data that makes you look like authorities, data that make you look as though you know what you're doing. See this part again. Over the next our world is increasing digitally, and 3x compared to bringing the next 1.3 billion people. Blah 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 blah. Blah. See data again. And then let's see this one also. Last year, the internet in South Africa suffered a heavy blow owing to a mudslide that broke, two undersea cables. Now, the approach we used here was storytelling. We introduced it with a story that still has to do with statistics. If you want to be a good writer, you must learn how to emotionally connect to the audience. Very importantly, you must learn how to emotionally connect to your readers. This kind of stuff, telling people that there was a major challenge in Africa, a disaster. It makes them want to know, oh wow. And the average human being gets sentimental when they hear humanitarian problems that people face. It makes them channel their sympathy towards such victims and stuff. So we try to introduce what's called a story there, and from there we built up and continued, and we still have a couple of statistics here and there. There are stats here, and there are stats different places. Writing this was actually pretty tough for me. This was one of this project was one of the project that took my time the most, because it's quite deep research. It's quite deep research. I was trying to ensure that the client was very amazing, a very, very amazing client that just wants to get the best. And then I had to ensure that I spend time, get my data right, get the facts right, because every link every statistic you are bringing here will be verified. Now, these things you're looking at that look like blue links, these are sources to the information gathered. So the client will have to ascertain that
the data and the statistics you are given there are genuine and they are true indeed. It's not about you just writing figures there. You need to actually prove that it's correct. So back to where we were, you need to get relevant statistics. You can put it in your introduction. Let it be catchy enough to get the person engrossed in what you're doing. Okay, so this is for introduction. Now, when you're done with your statistics, the next thing you could be, would I say, what would I use to explain it? Let's say a transition. Transition, yeah. Now, this is a statement. This is like what's it called? A sentence or a group of sentences. You get that transitions you from the what's it called? That transitions the reader from the introduction to the very next title, to the very next heading. Now let's go back to Mesomar's work. Look at what she said. Here, centralized versus decentralized exchanges come into play. In a simple term, a cryptocurrency exchange is where you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies. I guess you're looking for an exchange that will replicate high-end dividends for you. In this article, you will see the makeups of sex versus dex, and hence choose the one that has great functions with blah 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 blah. So let's dive in now. This for me is a transition. This for me is a transition. The transition rather. Now the transition has two things. Number one, One is what to get in, what to expect from the article, and number one, and then number two is a Q. One is what to expect from the article, and number two is a Q. Now, let's go back to our example again. In the part of what to expect, she told us in this article you will see the makeups. So if you are coming on board this article, this is what you're looking for. You're going to see what these two exchanges comprise of. If you're going to do differences, you could also say in this article, you'll find the major differences between sex and rex, and how to make an informed decision when choosing an exchange. Then, okay. So this could be what I want to achieve in my article. So I'm going to say it somewhere here, so the reader knows what to expect. Get now, this is what I call the Q. Let's dive in. Get that's the Q. Or you could actually say something like but first, let's find out what a centralized exchange is. Yes. Now you can use this kind of Q when you are discussing something that has nothing to do with comparison. Yes. I think when this article is just concerned, is all about centralized exchange, for instance, you can bring this stuff in. But since it's based on two different subjects, centralized and decentralized, this does not do justice to it. Having kind of Q doesn't do justice to it. Suppose the article is how does the metaverse, how does the metaverse work? Now, suppose this is the title of the article. Yes, we can bring it kind of Q. Let's find out what the metaverse is. Or you could say, but first, what is the metaverse? Now, there are different ways you can actually do this. You might not use my words where I did it, but it's a strategy some persons use and it works for them. Another persons could just say, so let's dive in. Yes, or some say so. Some say read on to learn more or to find out. Different kind of cues they use to transition from the introduction to the next heading. So guys, very important. These are elements that you need to imbibe when writing your introduction. Guys, are you following? If you're following, let me know, please. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're done with introduction. Okay, the next thing is relevant bodies, surveillance. Okay, now if you're given a topic as difficult in quotes as centralized exchange versus centralized exchange, if you don't know this before, you will not know the headings to use. You will not have the slightest clue of the heading to use. No idea. So the best way to navigate this problem is to do a research. We're going to do research. You get? So okay, so we're going to do research. Now let's say you come here, you type, get the topic you're looking for, come to your browser and type it there, centralized exchanges versus decentralized exchanges. Okay, now we're going to see a lot of results. Personally, what I do is that when I'm writing an article, I typically use I research probably a range of about 10 to 30 different articles. Yeah, when I'm writing about something that is not my core niche, so something that is not what I'm most comfortable about. Even things I'm comfortable about, I want to see the perspective that many persons took towards it. Yeah, so we're already seeing a result here. You can right click. This is what I did, guys. Put your cursor there, right click, then click on open link in a new tab. This method makes it easier for you to go through many things without having to okay, how would I put it? If you click directly like this now, this entire page closes. You get, you then go to another tab to type those stuff. That's a waste of time. So let's go back. Just right click, open a new tab. Next one. Sorry. Okay. Right click. Right click. Okay. Now I've opened about 4. Let me make it 5. Let me make it 5. 5 different articles that explain the topic. So let me see what they used as the headings. Okay, scroll down. The first one said Dex build on sex shortcomings. Okay, one said impermanent loss, a big problem for sex. Okay, Dex is rather considered but not custodial. Okay, regulations, blah, blah, blah. So this person, what they did here is that they explained the two forms of exchanges under different subjects. They compared them. They did comparison. Get now in this part, they compare them based on whether they hold assets or not. Now assets refers to crypto. Get so whenever you see custodian or non-custodian or non-custodian, you're talking about the assets they hold. Get now if you go beyond that, these guys they also explained and differentiated both of them based on regulations. They did so based on liquidity, and the list goes on. Okay, let's go to another one. These guys, now look at this guy's table of contents. The first thing they did is what is cryptocurrency exchange. Next is what is centralized, what is centralized, what is decentralized, differences between both of them, main features, and then other parameters that can be used to differentiate them. This is a good approach. Okay, let's go to another guys, another guy rather. Okay, these people, what they did is theirs is more of pros and cons. Get so what they did is, okay, they said the basics they defined both of them. Then under security and hacking, privacy. Now, if you note something, you see that there is a relationship between this particular site and this particular site. Yeah, yeah. These guys are talking about security and hacking, privacy, usability, liquidity, control, and we can see some of those things here. There's liquidity here. There's control. There is no the usability and privacy. We can't find usability and privacy here, but at least we saw some of the parameters that this one have over there. Okay, let's see these other guys. This will start by saying what is centralized exchange, what are the benefits of centralized exchange, and then liquidity, security, regulation, easy to use, what is centralized exchange, benefits. Now, if you look properly, you see that one of the things that all these guys we've checked out thus far have in common is that, okay, not all of them though, most of them, okay, about 3 of them, is that they defined these 2 concepts. So we can say that when writing this stuff, one of the things we do is first of all, under relevant headings, we can have the first one to be what is centralized exchange. The next is what is the centralized exchange. Yes. Now, the article is focused on the differences between both of them. That's why I say centralized exchange versus decentralized exchange. Now, what I would do after going through these guys, I noticed that all of them are making comparisons. Get this one is making comparison using benefit of this, of using this. So I say benefit of using the other one, bringing up different factors like security, regulation. This other guy here also brought out different parameters to compare both of them: privacy, usability, liquidity, control. Get this other guy came here, also talked about the same thing too: control, security, blah 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 blah. The next thing I will do is to put a heading like this: differences between both of them. This is the only thing that makes sense to do next. So I will say, what are, okay, this is meant to be this. I'll say, what are the differences between, okay, centralized and decentralized exchanges? Yes. Now this heading is seemingly too long, so I could easily just move this part. Alright, yes. So number one, this one now is our this one is an H2. This other one is an H2 also. They are the same category, on the same level. They are no bigger than any of them in ranking. Then, if I'm going to discuss differences between both of them, I have to use parameters to judge the differences. Get so for here now, I can bring those parameters I saw there, such as liquidity, control, security, privacy. What again? Let me see what some other guys have here. Let's say fees. Let me just put fees, and let's say fees. Yes. So now these 5 points I listed here, they are under the differences. They are under differences. So they are like the children of differences. They are like the children of differences. So they ought to have a different level, a different hierarchy. Get? They cannot be H2. They have to be H3. They have to be H3. It will be injustice for us to rate them on the same level as those above them. Get? So this is how it's meant to be. After this, this article is very short, just 500 words. Get? We've discussed the main thing. We've discussed this main thing, and if there's nothing else to do, you go straight to your conclusion. Conclusion is always H2. Now let me say this. Not all articles must have conclusion. Some clients don't even like conclusion at all, self. But then, for the purpose of this class, ensure you use conclusion. Start with conclusion until you meet clients that say they don't want it. Get? It's best that way. So we have our title. Our title is H1. You get? Under our title we have what's it called? Introduction. Now, when writing your introduction, don't put that head in introduction. Look at Mesoma's case. She did not write introduction, yeah, like this. Something like this. No one does that. No one does that. That's terrible. Don't do that. Get? Don't do that, please. Just go straight to introduction. Put your point there straight up. Get? Now when you're done, okay. Now let's remember that this is meant to be H1. Then this is H2. So when you're done with the first heading, you go to the next one. You go to the next one, and carry it up. Now, if you don't have this outline already planned out, you will waste your time not knowing what to do. You get? By breaking this down into an outline first, you already have your article split into mini articles. So that you have small versions of articles, like an abridged version of articles. Yeah, so instead of you seeing 500 words, you could actually say to yourself that this one should be probably 50 words. This other one 50 words. This other one 50 words, and like stuff like that. So you've reduced your problems from being one big cumbersome challenge to something that's very simple. Get? Now, most of the problem a lot of writers have is that they've not understood how to design an outline. Okay, I was speaking with somebody a few days ago, a colleague, and I was seeing his work, and I was pissed. It was not the best. So I told him, man, that this article you designed here, this article you wrote, I'm not even seeing a single head in there. Beside your title, there's no head in there. Get? And it doesn't look like what a professional would write. Get? So if you're writing an article and you don't have headings, what you just wrote is an essay, and nobody want to read an essay. Get? And not just that, it makes it difficult for what's it called, for you to even gather your points. You may talk this year, talk that one year. End of the day, we're seeing what we call fluff. Now, fluff is like the repetition of the same idea over and over again. Nobody want to see fluff. Nobody want to see those things. So you need to get your headings right. Yes. So each of these headings you are seeing here, you can even research on them to be an what's it called like say a unique subject on its own. Okay. For instance, now we got all these headings after researching the main topic. Get? Now, when you want to write for what is centralized exchange, you can take this topic the way it is, this heading here the way it is, go online and research it on its own, mutually exclusive on its own. Get what's it called results for it exclusively. Get? You don't have to rely on what you got earlier from these other sites. Just do a research for it on its own. Get something unique. Read from 2 or 3 different sites. Read from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sites to have an understanding. Guys, let me put this stuff so you will get it right. Rule number 1. When writing content on a niche you don't understand, Please read to understand first. Yes, guys, very important. Please read to understand first. Now, when saying you have to read to understand, it's not a function of what's it called, you knowing everything. Yes, it's not a function of you trying to understand fully how crypto works. But then, if you write an article that you went online, probably on different platforms, just copying text here and there and pasting, it will be obvious to a professional. To a professional that whoever wrote this stuff doesn't know what he or she is doing. Becomes very clear. If I see an amateur, if I see probably let's say somebody that is not good at writing, or someone that is not good at crypto, write a content on crypto, I will know. Straight up, I will know. Because most times they are not concerned about understanding what it means. Oh, they just go there, copy, read 2%, just look for how to change the word so it won't look as if they're plagiarizing. And it shows. It shows, it doesn't show professionalism one bit. You get? And I know if I go through other people's assignment, I may see that mistake, but I don't want to waste time. Our time is very fast spent, so I want to actually stick to what we're doing here. Get? So back to what I was saying. Try to read to understand. So the best way for you to understand the heading is for you to research about it on its own. Guys, believe me, trust me in this. Cryptocurrency writing is not hard. And one of the reasons I only chose, starting with this is because if you learn to write technical things like this, you can easily write for fashion, you can easily write for health, you can easily write for entertainment. Because those ones, they are not really, they don't really take so much mental stress. You get to get the job done. So I will take this, search for it online, open new tabs again. Again, open new tabs about it again. Yes. Now, when I'm done opening new tabs, read what they have there, see it from the perspective. Again, check other people. I will come back and know what to write. But before you do this, guys, this is what you're going to do. Remember that the article is meant to be 500 words, right? 500 words. So you're going to ask yourself, how do I split 500 words across all these edits so that end of the day I will not overwrite or underwrite? Get. Number one, introduction is meant to be standard. As a standard, it's meant to be 50 to 150 words. Yes. Do not exceed 150 words in introduction. Get. So introduction can be pretty short. Let me check Anosuke's own. For hers, we are having okay, guys. For hers, we're having 112 words. This is perfect. Get. This is perfect. Now, if we go from this side, let's say from here to here, there were 67. Now, why I said 50 words is because some clients may give you some content to write, probably about 300 words something, and for those kind of words, very short stuff, 300 words, you cannot dedicate 150 words to introduction. It doesn't make sense. Get? So in those kind of instances, you can bring down to 50. But for a 500 word article, ensure your introduction is a range of, let's say, 100 to about, let's say 100 to 120. Or let me just make it 90 to 120 words for a 500 word article. Okay, this is perfect. Now, if anything is more than this, just ensure it doesn't exceed 150. There is no hard and fast rule to this end, but from experience, this is way meant to be. From experience. Now, let's assume you've already allocated 150 words to this stuff. You can come here and say, okay, this other one. If you have 500 words to spare, and let's assume we give our introduction only 100 words. it means we still have 400 words to play around with. You can come here and give this guy, let's say, 50 words. Give this guy 50 words. Give this guy probably 30. Now this guy here, this H2 is just meant to be a little introduction, just something very brief that will introduce the main points here. So it doesn't have to be long. Get? So we can come here, give this other guy. Okay, how many words are we having left? We've used 100 plus 50 plus 50. We've used 250. Okay, we've used 230 words already. Okay, you can come here and give this guy 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, and then we're left with 20 words. Give the guy 20. Yes. Now this is me splitting the word, the word count across the entire border, so it becomes easy for you to know how to write. So you don't end up writing 300 words in one section, and then you have only 200 words remaining, and you because you want to stick to word counts, you then probably give other sections limited words. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense one bit. So what you can do is, as a rule of thumb, use a maximum of 10% extra. Okay, now extra words. Okay, now it means that if your word count is 500 by the client, you can try to write for anything between 500 to 550. Yes, because 50 is 10% of 500. So if your word count is 1000, you may try to write anything between 1000 to 1100. That is like extra 10%. Yes, don't go beyond it, because some clients will not pay you for the extra words you write. If they tell you it's on 1000 words and you write more than that, it's on you. They're not going to pay you extra stuff for it. Get? So knowing fully well that you've already used up what's it called? Okay, we've already used 500 words across here. Get? You may be generous enough to probably put from that extra 50 words, from that extra 10%, can actually put probably extra 10 words here. Yeah? And probably have many 40 words to play around here. Yes. Now, if you have this outline, your problem is halfway solved. Your problem is halfway solved. Sure, guys. So if you have this done, your problem is halfway solved. Yes. So you research on these subjects and get your data about them, put them there, and you write. Now, when you're done, you may put relevant images and tables. Get? Now, images and tables, it's not compulsory. Get? It's not compulsory. Like I said, relevant. So if a client asks you for images, you may put your first image above the title. Get? Above the title. For instance, Anna's case work. Okay, this is a work. You can put a title, an image here. Let me change this stuff to okay. Now, okay. This is what I did. This is what I did. This place is actually H1. I want to put an image at the top. This is already at the top. So I press enter key. When I press enter key, I have space here. But the space I have is still H1, which I don't want to be. So I change it now to normal text. I think you understand that. Now, when it comes to getting images, you can get image from about you can get images from. Okay, let me come to it, please. So you can get images from about 3 or 4 major sources for free. From these sites for free. Okay. Now, the first is Pixabay. Second one is Pexels. Third is iStock Photos. Photos, and there's another one again. Uh, Man, I can't remember. I can't remember. I know there are four. There are four. What's it called? Major sites. I get. Some of these images from. Get. I can't remember the last one. So let's try and get from Pixabay. Pixabay.com. Now, for Pixabay, the article we're looking for, we're writing about a centralized exchange by centralized exchange. We can easily come down here, and this is centralized crypto exchanges actually. So we can come down to Pixabay and type crypto exchanges. Sorry, I didn't type it well. Crypto exchanges. Now look at the results we are seeing. Get. Now these results we are seeing, they do justice to it. Perfect. This first one, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin, all in one picture. This one is on Bitcoin. This one is Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. If we come down here, it's obvious. No, this is good. This is good. So we could just come down here. You get. Click on this picture. It opens. You get. Now you may click on free download here. There's a free download button here. Click on it. I don't know how it's. Let me click on it and see. Okay, it allows you to choose resolution you want. Get. It allows you to choose resolution you want. Let's assume you want it. Want the best resolution. Just choose probably 367 or. But then I think you should just go for probably something smaller like 1280. Then click on download. Then click on download. This is where the problem comes in. They will ask you to sign up first, or so not sign up, to confirm you're not a robot. And one of the biggest problems we have in this modern age is computer asking us to confirm we're not robots. Man, that's outrageous. That's crazy. But let me just go through this first step for you, so you see how to go about it. Then you click on download. It's downloading currently. It's downloading currently. Now, this is one way to go about it. Another way to go about it is for you to just bring your cursor on this stuff. Right click on save images. Save images. Once you've opened this image environment, save images. Select where you want to save it to, and click on save. It goes there. The same thing you've done. You get any of them that works well for you, perfect. If you don't like doing capture codes, all this verification, robot and everything, this one may work well for you. Yes. So I've downloaded it. So let me go back to the article. In this part, I'll go to insert, go to images, click on upload from computer. Yes. Select this, and we have it here. That's come. Yes. So this is how you can add picture to your work. Add image to your work. Very easy, straightforward. Very straightforward. I'm going to take this back. Now, assuming you want to get it from Pixabay. Okay, I'm sorry, Pexels. Pexels. I think this is .com they use. I can't remember again. Okay, this Pexels. Crypto exchanges. Okay, you could see other. Okay, now guys, very important. Avoid using portrait pictures. Strive to use what's called landscape. This is landscape. This one here I'm zooming into at the top left hand corner is landscape. Landscape is I don't know how to explain it. Just the easier way to understand landscape is this thing you are seeing here, this blue one, the shape, wherein the width is long and the height is short. This is the width is long and the height is short. That's why for portrait is a different ball game is altogether. We are seeing that the height is long and the width is short. It is not good. What's it called? For what's it called? It's not good for cover images of your article. Yes. So let's go with this one for instance. This does not do justice. I'm just showing us how to go about it. Click on free download. It's going in already. They say blah blah blah. It's already downloading very fast. Yes, without doing all the verification stuff. This page says Okay, I just saw Grace's comment. Yeah, she mentioned Splash. I think is that what she mentioned is another image tool. It could be I think it's what is Splash again? Something. It's not just Splash. Um, I've gotten it. I've gotten it. I can't remember something. It's a very good tool for getting images. But then, if you have these two or it's iStore photos, perfect. That you can always use them for your article. Yeah. Now, another way for you to get image into your stuff is this. Very simple. Assuming you're writing for Binance, okay. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Okay, let me go back to the article I did for Blogbog on Binance. Okay. Binance. Okay, okay, this is an article we wrote for them. Now, if you come to this article, see this section? This section you're seeing here. This section is a screenshot from Binance. Yes, it's a screenshot from Binance. In case you don't know, your laptop can take screenshots. Your laptop can take screenshots. Yes. Now, so what you're gonna do is for I don't know if you're using probably let's say MacBook or you're using what's it called probably let's say PC. I'm using Windows. So come to the bottom right hand corner of your screen. You get bottom right corner. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot so you see where I am. You may not necessarily I don't know if you can see this part I am now because it's not part of what I'm sharing. So I'm gonna take a screenshot and copy it and paste inside an case doc or any document per se. Yes, so that you can see clearly. Oh no, it didn't come in. No, that's nonsense. Hold on, guys. Let me try and get that screenshot. Print screen. Oh gosh, it's not showing. I can't share that interface with you. I don't know why it's not possible. But then at the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you will see if you're using Windows 10. I use Windows 10. You would see a button. I think it's called the last button there. It looks like a chat box immediately after your date. For those using Windows 10, click on it and then you see screen snipe. Click on screen snipe. Get an interface opens up for you to take a screenshot of your environment. Get and I just took that screenshot. You drag it and probably come back to where you want to paste it. Ctrl V, it pastes. It pastes there. So what you see now. Let me make my screen a bit smaller so you can see clearly. What you see now is a screenshot I took. With that tool, you can determine which part of the screen you want to take. You want to snipe. You can choose to screenshot everything or a fraction of it, and stuff like that. So this is a way you can get images for your content. Because I just saw what's it called Chidima and the Precious comments. The stuff is on Splash. On splash.com. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much for that. Get Favor is saying that the button is what's it called? Windows button plus print screen. You can print it has one of it. Yeah, that's one way to go about it. But then it doesn't do full justice. Let me show you an instance. Okay. For that one you mentioned, you can't screenshot a little section. But with this tool I'm talking about, you can screenshot only a little part. I'm doing that now. I'm going to screenshot a part of my screen and then I've done that. I'm going to share it here so you're going to see. Okay, so you see this image is big. Let me try to scale it down. I just took a screenshot of only a small fragment. This is what you can do with that tool. You get it's called screen snipe. Screen snipe. Probably later go to YouTube and search for how to use screen snipe in your Windows PC. For those of you using MacBook I don't know how to go about that. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Beyond that, so my book, guys, also try to just make research. You're gonna find out about it online. So where was I? I thought about relevant images and tables. Then conclusion. Good. Now conclusion is a summary of everything you've done. Conclusion is a summary of everything you've done in the article. That it just gives it's a summary. It just give the user a wrap up of all you've done. And most times, conclusion often have what we call conclusion have what we call okay a CTA. CTA means call to action. Okay, so conclusion often have call to action. Now I'm not going to talk about CTA now. It's not what we're going to discuss today. Later, I may give us insight into that. Okay. So this is it. Okay. So I just taught us the structure of an article. How to go online, read things, and like I said earlier to you guys, plagiarism is not an option. Plagiarism is a serious offense, and nobody should be found wanting. It is not right for you to call yourself a professional writer and you go about copying other people's work. You can go online, research, see what they have there, and look for how to, put in your own words and deliver to your clients. But if you go and outrightly copy people's work, it's a serious offense. Because there are tools to check for those things. There are tools to check for plagiarism. We have Q text, we have Copyscape, we have Grammar Premium. Okay, these things will show us. Okay, let me even show. Let me give you guys a demonstration of how it works. Let's go to Grammar Premium. app.grammarly.com. Okay. Okay. I created a new document, and let me go to another skills work. I'm going to copy the entire work she has here, and I'm going to come back here and paste it. Okay. At the base here, we're seeing plagiarism. At the bottom right hand corner. Okay, I don't think you. Okay. Hold on. Oh, it has disappeared. Okay, yeah, this is it. If I click on this stuff, it will show me whether she plagiarized or not. Now, guys, look at this stuff here. It says, looks like your text is 100% original. So this shows that she didn't plagiarize. If I do the same test for some other persons, I may not get the same results. Guys, so rule number one: please never plagiarize. Never, don't. Please, it's a serious offense. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. So I've shown us how to go about this. Now let's do the same thing for another article. Let's assume you're going to write another topic. My spreadsheet here, this place is scattered with a lot of rough work. Okay, let's assume we're going to write something on, let's say the article now is what is the metaverse. Let's assume this is a title. It's the title. The same process applies. Number one, copy your title, go online, paste it, and you see people's results. The first one is from wired.com. You scroll, like I told you, first thing you do is that in a new tab. If you're using phone or using your PC or using a MacBook, any of them, open in a new tab. Get number two, check this common one. Avoid Wikipedia. You have no business with Wikipedia, guys. Wikipedia is not a good source to reference. Avoid Wikipedia. Let's come down to Polygon. They also have the content on it. Okay. So this is the metaverse. Now this guy, all he did here is okay. Let me not speak against them. These are my potential. Okay, so but this article that is here, guys, on a very frank note, let me be honest with you. I'm not comfortable with this article. This article you're seeing here, I don't know who wrote this article, but guys, later I'm going to teach you why this article is not the best. This article is not the best. Because now, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my god, oh my god, oh my gosh. I was hoping to teach you guys on sentence structures, but then we can't do that today. We can't do that today. But let me just say it personally. As a rule of thumb, ensure your sentences, your paragraphs do not contain more than 2 to 3 sentences. So your paragraph should be 2 to 3 sentences per paragraph long. This guy here, this is a paragraph. He's having 1 sentence. He's having 2 sentences, 3, 4, and 5. It is too much for a paragraph. It's not the best. Okay, it's not the best. And it makes it difficult for readers to want to flow with the article. It's not the best. You guys. So let's leave that and see their headings. Number 1, they have is the metaverse new? Why is everyone talking about the metaverse? Isn't the metaverse just video games? Should I resign myself to living in the metaverse? These are different headings that they have and blah 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 blah. Let's check other persons. Wired. Let's see the headings that Wired have. Wired have, seriously, what does metaverse mean? Okay. They also have how does metaverse involve hologram? What is the metaverse like right now? Okay, that's all they have. These guys, metaverse playing for people who still don't get it. Okay, they have. So what is the metaverse? Is it not just a video game? How do I assess metaverse? If you notice something, what is the use of metaverse really? Was it said to be in the metaverse? So will I be living in the metaverse? So yes, ma'am. Now, if you know something, the relationship between these guys' work and this one, these people they have, should I resign living in the metaverse? These guys also have, will I be living in the metaverse? These people here, they have let's say is video is it not just a video game? And here they have the same thing. Yes. So what you can do is you can go through probably several what's it called, contents. You can go through several, let's say you can go through several articles online there, and then see the headings that each of them have, and see the one that you can imbibe to write that kind of content. Yes. So don't just write hypothetically. See, guys, on a very frank note, I want you to consider this an opportunity for you to learn how these technologies work. Okay, there are a lot of opportunities out there. You know, I was discussing with some friends earlier today about a project I want to buy into. Yes, and the project for this project is about probably if what our prediction is gonna go well. The project may cost me probably like about let's say $2,000. Yes, and I'm not gonna spend so much on one crazy NFT project if it's not gonna give me revenue. So I'm considering buying into this project when they launch fully, because I know that I stand a chance of getting my return on investment as soon as possible. Yes. So you can consider this as an opportunity for you to learn about how this ecosystem works, about how this trend work, about how what's it called, this next level futuristic financial trend works. Yes. So when you're gonna write about metaverse, for instance, you shouldn't just stop at probably, let's say, getting information to write. read it to understand. Let's say part of it. So if you're writing it, if you're explaining it, the reader will see the reality in your voice. The reader will resonate with the emotional connection you're trying to imbibe there. You get? Let it be as though you are a pro, you've experienced the metaverse, you've used the metaverse. You need to convince. You don't say, I think the metaverse is. No, you don't think. You know. You get? So, guys, very importantly, do the same thing. You get? For any kind of content you want to write, and then you will see that you're already making headway. Our time is already fast spent. I'm seeing the comments, guys. Much is lucky that our work is plagiarism free. Thank you very much for doing such a great work. Guys, our time is already fast spent, and I will not have time to discuss further, so that we could actually have a rest. So, guys, at this point, let's have your questions. Do you have any questions? Let's have your questions and let me answer them. Okay. We have just a few more minutes to go, probably 10 minutes to go. So, guys, if you have any questions, please drop it and I'm gonna answer them. Okay, someone said, must you differentiate um, the type of heading by its size? Okay, I don't fully understand what you're saying, but then the fact is, different headings have different sizes. Okay, let me look for an article and let me look for a good example for you to get what I'm talking about. Um, Hold on, guys. Okay, Sandbox price prediction article. Okay, guys, hold on. I'm trying to get a good example. Okay, I'm seeing your questions. Just hold on. Let me get. Just keep answering the questions. I'm going to attend to all of them. I want to get what's it called response that's for one of the questions that was asked. Mm, um, sandbox price prediction. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. Now, this is an article I did for Sandbox for what's it called for Swapzone. Okay. Now, if you look at this stuff, this is the heading. Get the if you notice the font size of this one. Someone asked a question. The person was asking, must you differentiate the type of headings by its size? That's what I'm replying. The font size for this heading and this one are not the same. Are not the same. And this one are not the same. Yes. That's one of the fact that there are different headings. If you come down here, these ones are of the same category. Okay, now this one and this one are not the same. This one here now is H2 and this one is H3. Get? But the easiest way for you to get what I'm talking about is when you look at documents from my Google Doc environment. On the left pane, you see that H1 is indented far to the left. You get? And then these ones, H2s are on the same category, on the same, what's it called, almost the same. Hold on, guys. H2 are on the same line. All these ones here on this line are H2s. Then H3 indented to the right a bit. Get? So beyond that, look at the size of this one. The font size of your 81 is 20. Let me increase my stuff a bit. Okay, that's too much now. Your font size of your 81 is 20. You come down to 82. is 16. It's automatic. You don't need to change anything. When you just click on heading 1, it changes. For instance, now this text here, this sandbox and sandcoin overview, this heading. If I come down to heading 2 and change it to heading 3, automatically the size changes to 14. It's default. You get, you're not doing anything, you're not changing anything. Just select the heading and you're good to go. You get, and that's it, man. And that's it. So you can differentiate what's it called that way. Now the next question we are seeing here is someone said for someone writing with, okay, how do you research your audience pain points? Number one, you research your audience pain points by trying to okay, let me show you your audience pain points. Let me tell you how to go about it. When you, for instance, the topic I gave to us was centralized but decentralized exchange. When you search for it, come down to what's it called to people also ask section. You see what people are asking. Get, see what people are asking. All these questions give you an idea of what people are concerned about as pertains to the subject. So most of the questions we are seeing here is just what's the difference between. It means some persons genuinely want to know about it. Some persons, their pain point is that they want to know how it differs. Some people want to know which one is better. You get? Now let's go down. So and say, is Binance centralized or decentralized? You get, probably they must have heard about it different places. So I'm saying, decentralized exchange is safe. You get? So some persons are concerned about how secure each of these ones are. Some persons are concerned about what's it called, the authenticity of the platform. Some persons are concerned about which of them is better to use. You see, yes, when I say what's the benefit of decentralized exchange? What's the benefit? So people want to know if it is safe to use. People want to know which of them is better for them to use. So the pain point here could be the need to know the safety conditions of each of these kind of exchanges, and also probably to know how which of them best solves their peculiar needs. So you can find this the user pain point by using this people also ask section, or you could also go through different articles and see how they introduce their own form of articles. That will give you an idea of what people are looking for and what they're trying to achieve. Okay, someone say something. For someone writing with Google Doc, how do you differentiate the headings and sub? For someone writing with Google Doc, how do you differentiate? Okay, I don't think I get you. I think I just explained that. If you're doing that on mobile phone too, I think the same process applies. You may want to, guys, if you're using a mobile phone to write, you may want to go to your YouTube and search for probably something like how to use Google Doc in mobile phone. I would have shown us, but I'm using a PC to work. So sorry guys, so I can't do that. Probably anyone that uses PC to write normally and knows how to use headings on PC, that uses mobile phone, Google Doc mobile phone, and know how to use headings very well. You can probably take screenshots and share in a group for them to learn. Otherwise, check it on YouTube. Someone say something. When you add images to your article, does it add to the word count? No, it doesn't add to the word count. Then Victor Carlo also said something. He said, please, how can we visit back the YouTube to go over the class? The videos are there online. Just go to my YouTube channel, Nonso Nwagbo. Sorry, just check Nonso Nwagbo on YouTube. You'll see my channel, and then you'll see this video there. Then Victor said, okay, that's it. So, Precious said, are there specific sites for getting statistics on different topics? For getting statistics, you may just probably come to Google and search, and probably, let's say if it's metaverse, you can type metaverse statistics. Now, for number one, there's something called Statista. Statista is number one site for statistics. But beyond using statistics, just come Statista, come here, type statistics, metaverse statistics, and you see the results. Get, now these are statistics you are seeing here. Get data already from just typing this query. Get, but most of my statistics come from a site called Statista. So you can actually type metaverse statistics and add Statista there to it. You guys send it, and you will see the result from Statista. Now this one here, this is the result. Click on it, you will see some of the statistics they have on the metaverse. Yes, each of this stuff, if you click on it, it will lead you to another statistics and blah blah blah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I recommend it for you guys to use. Someone say something. Let me check the next comment. The next question. Okay. Mimi said, "Are we supposed to cite other people's work on an article?" I'm going to show you how to do that later. You are meant to cite their work, but not the way you did your undergraduate projects. I'm going to show you how to do that much later. Wait again. Ikeda said, "How can one add links for reference on article?" Okay, since a lot of persons are asking that question, let me just show you guys how to do it straight up. Let me just show you guys how to do it, but I'm going to explain that extensively on another day. To add links, probably if the link you want to copy is this, from this site, you go to the address bar, copy it, right click on copy, then go back to your what's it called to where you want to paste it. Let's say you want to paste it, you want to put it around here. You have to highlight the text you want to put it, highlight the text, right click, then click on link, right click, select link, and paste. When you paste the stuff you copied, click on apply. It's there. This is how you link your stuff, very easy. I'll do it again. If you get the information, the source of information, copy the link wherever it is, go to the place you want to reference, highlight that place, right click, select link. Let me drag this also clearly, select link or Ctrl K, paste it there, and click on apply, and that's it. Finally, yes, you can use external links. External links are important. These internal links and external links. I'm going to explain these things extensively. When we come to SEO proper. Okay, so guys, the YouTube video will be available on my stuff, and you can read it whenever you want. So I believe that's all for today's class. Thank you so much for your time. I sincerely appreciate your presence. I sincerely appreciate the fact that you're committed to learning content writing. Someone said, "Is it safe if the image you use on your article appears to be used already by other sites?" Normally, yes, it's safe. It's safe for now. It's safe. Yes. So, guys, that's it from me to you. It's a good night. Thank you for spending time with me. Have a great night's rest.